After watching this video and you are not yet motivated and passionate or ambitious, then you may need the service of a soothsayer or a prophet. But of course, I'm just making sure that you understand that this is the only video you require to watch to stay highly motivated. What does it mean for somebody to be motivated? How do you really stay motivated? How do you say you want to gym and you gym? Now one is discipline, right? How do you want to do something and you are actually doing it to the end? In this video, I want to share with you what it takes, how to be passionate and motivated. How to be motivated. Are you in? My name is DeGenius and welcome to my channel. The first time you are seeing me, thank you for joining us on this BIC, Billionaire Internet Citizens channel. Okay, so normally if you are a newbie to us, all you need to do is comment BIC and I'm going to give you a shout out on my next video, and really it just helps us welcome you to the family of over 3,000 people right here that are billionaire internet citizens. Okay, let's get to it. Number one of the way of being passionate or motivated is that, first of all, you are already motivated. You are already passionate, you're already motivated, you're already ambitious, you are already dogged. But the question is, on what? What is it on? You know, most things we do in this life, if it does not connect to money, we don't count it as success. Most people, that's how they, originally define success. But the truth is, success is beyond money. There's a lot of things. Somebody can be extremely rich and the person, can be successful in money, but the person might not be successful in marriage. The person may not be successful in, association, may not be successful in so many other things, right? He may not even be successful in driving a car. He may have been trying to drive a car since his life and he owns all the powerful cars, but he can't drive them. So here's the deal. You are already motivated. You are already passionate. But it can be to the wrong thing. Think about it. Some guys are so passionate about getting one particular girl in your area. One particular girl in your area, you just want to have that girl to yourself. Let me tell you, it takes a huge number of motivation and passion to do that. I'm telling you for it because I'm a guy, right? And for ladies, the same thing, right? So you can be passionate about maybe something that is related to emotion. There is a man, right, related to your children or stuff like that, right? So you are already passionate. Naturally, you are already passionate, but with something that may not be something that will be giving you income or money or something that will be motivating you into doing more. Okay, so at the end of the day, some people will still chase that girl and quit and decide to go for the less class ones, right? Some people will be chasing girls that has like high class and they do this, do that, they are really great in what they do. But because the girl is not giving them face, they go for the lower quality ones. Because human beings have different qualities. I will tell you for real. So, but the deal is, you are already passionate. But what is that thing that you are passionate about? You can see how I just brought out this little thing of maybe, being interested in a girl for a guy, right? So, think about what is it that you are interested in right now. Some people say, I want to make money. No, that's not really the fact. When you say you want to make money, the question now is, what are you doing? What are you doing about the making of money? Because when you say you want a girl, what do? You really walk up to her. That's what you do first. You walk up to her, you talk to her, you want to interact with her. Exactly what you should have done if you say you want to make money, or the only way to make money is by making the money. It's as simple as ABC. It's either you have a job, which is the fastest way to make money, or you have a business, right? Yeah, in case that maybe you may be wondering, what do you mean by fastest way to make? Yeah, it is. In business, you may not make money that is demanding, that is changing, life-changing, or whatever it might be in your first month. But in a job, it's obviously you're going to make it. I mean, something that will help you pass by. It can help you solve some problems faster, Yeah. So, but the passion is already there. Now, how do you channel that passion? When you now see that it's not something that should be making you money that you're already passionate about, what do? You change it. You change it. Change that passion. Begin to focus, because that is what life is. Life is a bunch of discipline. It's bunch of discipline. Instead of looking at that woman nyash, right? What are you looking at? You're looking at one fine house. That's all you do in your street. You're looking at buildings. It's discipline. You discipline yourself. At the end of the day, it's two things to look at. But your choice, because they are all out there, right? Your choice of what to look at. So it's simple. You just channel it now. Instead of looking at the woman, you are now looking at mansions. And then when your eyes look at a woman, all you are seeing is, okay, I think that house. What about that house I was talking about before? Your mind is being redirected, obviously. So what are you really looking at right now? It must not be a woman. I don't care what it is, right? But the fact is, as long as it's not making you tangible income, good. Now, rechannel. That brings me to number 2. This passion, you need to now, this thing that you are now channeling into, you need to now write out a goal. Now, you may not take a book or pamphlet and write it down for real, right? But you need to now study it into your brain. You need to now incubate it into yourself. Breaking it down into goals. What is it that you want to achieve, right? Breaking down into goals. What is that thing that you want to be part of? Because you can never be passionate. You can never be motivated as a person if there is nothing to chase, if there is no ambition, if there is nothing to talk about, if there is nothing to walk up to, right? So if you don't have anything to walk up to, forget about being motivated, because there's nothing to do, nothing to achieve. There's nothing ambitious to work on. For that reason, it's not possible to be motivated. So, but now you are trying to channel it, the other wrong ones to the right ones, which is not anything about money like me. Of course, I talk about drop shipping, e-commerce, affiliate marketing. Great. If you want to do any of all this, now you are channeling all your passion into this. You are doing everything possible to learn them, to learn how to do them. You are doing everything you could to know how to set them up. Everything you can to equally manage it, run it. That is what it means. Now you break these things down based on goals, series of goals. Goal number 1, I will do this. Goal number 2, I will do this. 3, 4, 5. Maybe if it's just 10 that they are, great. Now that is what it is. Now the end result of that goal is that you want to have a full-blown business. Now the goal can be that where you are working right now, you want to be saving 20,000 naira from your salary, because you want to venture into something else, that you want to retire to, right? That could be a goal. Now you begin to break it down and begin to save it up until it gets to that stage. You begin to look about, being something to dream of, right? Now remember, the first passion is already there, which is now saving. The goal has been broken down. No matter what it might be, right? It has been broken down. Now you want to push it out, like the negative one, because obviously now, of course, who finds a woman finds a great thing, or finds a wife, finds a wonderful thing, right? But of course, it's not something that you will say is something that will keep you highly, daily in and out motivated, right? So once you figure that out, you channel it, you break it down into goals, which is the number 2, right? And the last thing is to look at another goal that is bigger than the end result of your second thing, which is the channeling of the goals or breaking down the goals, right? The highest result you want to get about this business that you want to start. What is the highest result you want to get? Now, you don't look at it as result, 20 million, maybe 10 million or 15 million. No, those are not results. Do you know what result means? I want to build a house. I want to buy a car. I want to buy this. I want to send my kids to this type of school. I want to travel abroad, right? These are goals. These are now, something that is now beyond money. Something that money should now solve, because it's a little bit above money. It is what anything that sacrifices itself for another, that thing that is sacrificed for is bigger than the other one. So anything you pay for, when you pay 100,000, 1 million naira for something, that 1 million naira you paid, that thing you paid for is superior to that 1 million. That is why you paid for it. So in that case, that thing that is superior, the highest level of your goal, double it. So if you say you want to build a house, that's what you are chasing, all right? That is now what you're ambitious about. That's why you are saving money. That's why you don't want to look at girls. That's why you don't want to do anything funny online. That's why you don't want to chat with any person because, the love chats or those kind of chats. You now want to chat with people based on specifically for business. Whoever the person is, it's a fine girl, yeah, buy some, Bow Street hair from me, buy some makeup stuff from me. Whatever you are on the internet, I can sell you something that will be beneficial to you, and I make money while I'm selling it to you. Right? Now, if you have figured that out, you now want to make that goal the biggest part of the goal. Once you have that biggest part of the goal, that is the end. Like, look at this sample. I have a student who was going through a class with me, and then he said he wants to invest in real estate. Okay, he just said, I like everything about real estate. If I make money, I just want to have real estate. I want to venture into real estate. I want to sell properties and stuff. I said, okay. Well, do you understand that there are levels, different fields, niches in real estate? Like somebody who is a real estate agent who actually sells just the property of a developer, right? A developer. Now there is another circle of real estate, which is a niche of real estate, which is about land banking, land selling, buy and sell of a land, right? And then there is another stuff, a business concept almost outside of real estate called flipping. That means everything you are doing, it doesn't concern you. You don't want to hold the house, you just want to sell it off. That's all. And then there is another pattern again. It's just you want to have rooms for people to be living in. That is, you want to have housing units. You want to have units of housing where people should be living in. That's another part. Now, so the person is now more than a developer, because the person will now, have to develop the property, build, and now, make it look good for somebody who rent it. Right? Somebody who would buy lands and sell, of course, the person who is a developer is more than that person in the field. If you want to really categorize it, and I ask him, which part do you want to fall in? He thought about it for a long while, and then he said, okay, I think I want to, have like 10 houses, and then I will sell like 7 and I keep like 3. I said, okay, so does that mean that your end goal is to have 3 housing units that you should? Because now, if you sell 7 housing units, for goodness sake, what are you using the money for? The money is going to be extremely useless, because there is nothing about the money. Even if it's 1 billion, it's nothing. It's useless, because the more is there in the bank, the more it's becoming extremely useless. So now the money is in your hand. What will you use it to do? He said, okay, I will use it to acquire another property, and he'll be increasing the one of the other 3 that is remaining that people are living in, right? I'll be increasing it. I said, great, that is the end result. The end result is anything that the money can slip in and be making you money. That's the end result. So if you look at anything you want to be passionate about, look at the end result. When the end result is clear, this is what it is. See, let me tell you, there is no simple way that somebody will not have. You say, oh, this is the end. If I'm starting a business of electrical electronics, the end is just for me to buy electronics and sell. No way. There are levels of it. There is a distributor, there is a manufacturer, there is a retailer, a wholesaler in the whole chain of electrical electronics business, right? So there is end result of it. Now that end result, begin to pursue it. Finally, that end result, I want you to begin to look at the end result. Begin to pursue the end result, not just the housing unit, the small one, or the land you want to sell. Let the goal of you selling a land, or you, like this for a real estate person now, for you selling a land, let it be because you want to have housing unit tomorrow. For that reason, you will not sell a land for like maybe 1 million naira or 500k, and you go and waste the money, because you have a bigger goal. Most people just live life like this, right? Money just enters your hand. There is nothing else, right? By the way, I should just go and flex. I should go to a club. I should have some good time. What is the essence of it all? Let's just relax and have fun. Here's the deal. There's always a time when you hit your bigger goal. When the bigger goal is hit, you want to, like, for a real estate guy, and I say you want to have 10 housing units for where people will live in. When you hit that, this is a time now you can do anything you want to do. In fact, I always tell friends that there are a lot of things I don't do now that when I hit my final goals as a person, maybe I'll be 50 years old then, maybe I'll be 55, maybe I'll be 45, maybe I'll be 70. I don't know what time it might be, but I know for real that I must get it. I must. Now, when I get it, I tell them that at that time, there are some things that I don't do now that I might be doing. Some of them will ask me, like what? Like smoking? I say, yes. By that time, if you find me smoking, just know that I am just great. I just have achieved what I want to achieve, and I don't want any other thing to. Now I want to relax and enjoy. By the way, smoking is not enjoyment, right? But it can be a flair to show you that this person is now a relaxed person. You now have a money pumping into your account, relaxed, and then if you say you want to stay up all night in club, that's what you want to be doing. For goodness sake, there will be more powerful club. In fact, at that time when you are achieving your goal, you see clubs that are better, a whole lot better than when you are just starting and the club team, 20 million enter your account, 5 million enter your account, 15 million enter your account, you just waste it unnecessarily because there is no passion, no goal. I hope today I have convinced you. I have not only convinced you, but I have already forced you to really get to business, get to life, live your life like a business, because that's what it looks like. For goodness sake, you can't enter church without money. God said, don't enter my house without money. For goodness sake, obviously, take life as money. If money is not involved, then there is no purpose of life, almost. There has to be cash. Money has to be involved. Money has to be involved. Now, even the time that there is no actual paper money, remember those days, there is still exchange of value. The essence of money is for exchange of value. It's not because of the word money. When you hear somebody who's talking about money, say this person is wayward. This person is... No, who told you? How? Because at the end of the day, you are clinging to the so-called money like it's your, God. And then you say you love Jesus Christ, you're carrying Jesus Christ in your head. But the way you cling to your money, you truly love your money more than your Jesus Christ. Right? So, but at the end of the day, when money conversation is being, discussed, you are busy condemning somebody talking about money and being passionate about, hitting his goal or dream. Well, I hope I have truly convinced you to stick to your goal and actually get to it. If you say you don't want to waste it, you don't want to waste it. This life is just too short, right? Even 100 years is just too short. I'm telling you, 100 years is just too short. You don't want to waste it for anything. Let's get started. So I'm hosting a 60 days challenge. In case it's the first time you are hearing that, if you have not started yet, if you want to register for it, just go to dropazz, dropazz.com/challenge. I will leave the link below this video. Just go ahead, go there and subscribe to the event. Okay, you may get called and explain to how the challenge is going to help you, right? But at the end of the day, join us on the 60 days challenge. Let me now show you how to achieve the goals gradually and break them even, because I tell people for real, the biggest end result is not where the happiness is. The happiness is where you are getting 20k, 30k, 100k, 50k, and then in the 60 days of this challenge, at least 1 million naira to yourself. It's sweet. It's equally where some kind of passion comes out from again. Result matters. DeGenius right here, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay blessed.